Hi. I've had a lot of questions about my son and his um, kind of his symptoms and his treatment. So we'll be doing a few videos, but to keep it clear so you know which videos you want to watch and which ones you don't. Because there's nothing worse than when you subscribe to a channel and you don't know what the video is about and you watch the whole thing and it's just something their grandma would like. Right? You know what I mean. So, this video is just about the effects of the gluten-free, casein-free diet on my son. We've been doing the diet for about a month. We're not super duper strict. If something was made in a factory that also processes flour, we don't tell him he can't have it. We just limit how much of it he gets. Um, so we haven't been as strict as we could be. We haven't cut soy yet. We're still considering it. We are stepping back the amount of soy he can have. And what we've noticed is that he has fewer tantrums, and that when he does have a tantrum, it much more closely resembles a classic 2-year-old tantrum. They're over it in a little while, whereas he was throwing a fit that could last hours. He still will do that occasionally, but it's not as common. He also is more ready to interact. So before, you would try to engage him in play, and he just wouldn't care. And you would even get down on the floor to do what he was doing with him, to build blocks with him, and he'd either take the blocks from you and just do it himself, or he would get up and walk away. He just did not want to play with you. So he's much more ready to interact now. If you sit down with him to play with him, if it's something he's interested in, he'll do it. Also, he has been a lot more cooperative with changes to his routine or those kinds of things, and especially with bouncing back. That's been huge. Sometimes it was, you can't stay outside and play, we're going in the house, and then we'd have an hour-long meltdown. Well, now, he cries on the way in, and then he's okay. So that's really helped him a little bit. We're not seeing tons of improvement in his speech. He's still not talking. Um, but there are a lot of precursor skills to speech that he needs to work on. So we're more concerned right now with paying attention to improvements in those areas, because it's just frustrating to look constantly for improvement in an area where he's not improving. So you might as well pay attention to other areas and be grateful for that improvement than just constantly beat yourself up because he's not doing the things you want him to do. So yeah, we think it is beneficial for him when we take him off the diet or he strays from it, like he scores a snack that he shouldn't have or things like that. He is much more cranky. He also doesn't sleep as well. He'll get up more in the night, or he'll take longer to get back down to sleep. And since doing the gluten-free, casein-free diet, we've cut the melatonin that we were giving him to help him go to bed. I mean, it doesn't help him stay asleep. That's not what melatonin's for, but it would at least help him go to bed so there'd be fewer fights, because that was an hour-long fight too. Now, yeah, it still takes 30, 40 minutes to get him to go to bed, but he's not up for 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the night. He'll just wake up, have a bad dream or something, and we can get him calmed down pretty quickly. So that's why we're sticking with it. And I'm not disappointed with the results. I know a lot of people claim that doing the kind of diet that we're doing will get rid of your child's autism. We don't really. We kind of are. Maybe we're cynical, but we felt like that wasn't it because we didn't change anything in his diet to create an onset. So why would the diet create not have it anymore? But it is helping his symptoms. Also, he's eating a lot more variety of foods than he ate before, and I think he's ingesting more calories. Some of you were concerned about your picky eaters, and my son is very, very picky. There are some foods that he eats now that he didn't eat before. He now eats the Kitty critters, the little animal cookies that are gluten-free. He eats those. He now drinks chocolate almond milk and vanilla almond milk. He'll drink that. What else has he added? He now eats bananas and blueberries. Um, he's still not trying a lot of different proteins. He's still mostly eggs. We're going to have to look for a good, well, not really good. We're going to have to look for a kind of crappy gluten-free chicken nugget because he doesn't like real chicken. He likes it all processed and mashed. And so we're going to have to find something like that for him. But yeah, he is showing improvement. He is trying more foods. He's also putting on a little bit of weight, a little bit of chunk, which is good because he's a very thin child. So we're happy with what the diet's done for our kids so far. But nothing huge and dramatic, but enough to make it worth the cost and make it worth the effort to keep doing it.